just as we come towards break, we're just going to have a short conversation. Bea and Will are going to stay, and Amanda, who has come... Do you want to sit here? Amanda's come up from Swansea Bay area. Yeah. Let's get you a microphone there as well, Amanda. See, there's another one. It's number 3. And so for me, again, working in this project, it was really great to find a medical profession who was so open to the creative process. I'm aware that some of you will know exactly what occupational therapists do, but maybe not everyone. So would you like to say, first of all, what your role is on the NICU?
Yes, of course, and thank you so much for inviting me to this wonderful conference. It's great to be able to share these experiences we've had. So, as an occupational therapist, my main role is to help individuals participate in meaningful occupation. Our whole philosophy, I mean, it was amazing listening to Sir Michael Marmot earlier. My whole philosophy, the philosophy of my profession, is based on that we create health through doing and doing what we love. So, when in working on a neonatal unit, when I say I work with premature babies, people say to me, but why do they need an OT? What does a preterm baby need to do? Well, a preterm baby has a really important job. They have to adjust to life outside the womb. The womb is a very specific environment, specific sounds, specific positions. And then babies are thrown into this highly medical intensive care unit where they have to cope with bright lights, noise, unpleasant, uncomfortable procedures, and that's highly, highly stressful. And we know that continued stress really impacts on brain development. So the evidence tells us half of babies born before 28 weeks can go on to experience cognitive, behavioural and emotional issues at school. And this is why we have therapists on the unit now to prevent that. We know that it's not just stressful for the baby, as Bea and Will have just shown you, it's hugely stressful for parents. Learning to parent when there are so many barriers, you can't physically touch your baby, there's wires, they're in an incubator. It's really difficult to learn to parent. So to sum up my role, it's about carrying out observations of the babies to work out how well they're able to self-regulate and stay calm and settled, to advise on strategies to maximise their ability to self-regulate, and also to support parents' well-being, and help them be able to connect to their baby in a really difficult environment.
Thanks, Amanda. I mean, I'd love to have more time that we could widen out the discussion. I'm aware you're going to be kind of listening a little bit, so it's an interesting dynamic, isn't it? Because my next question is going to be, that's your role on the ward, and you're working with babies and parents. What was your perception then when you met Bea and Will and they were making this music and singing as a way of connecting with their baby?
Oh, it was the best experience in the world. And 2 minutes after meeting Will and Bea, it's like music, literally music to my ears. Because, you know, we come into the world ready to connect. I'm really proud of the unit in Swansea because, you know, Will and Bea talked a lot about family integrated care. And we were one of the first units in the UK, one of the first 5 units in the UK to start implementing that type of care 9 years ago. And that's all about parents being present and developing those connections. And music, you know, music has a regulating effect on all of us. The most important thing of all for these babies is to be calm and settled, because that's what helps them develop a healthy brain. And music stimulates our auditory pathways in the brain, which promotes neuroplasticity, which is how the brain creates connections. And it was just such a lovely way to connect and to bond, you know, to bond with your baby. So So yeah, it was wonderful, and I think the staff all loved it. The kalimba was a very popular thing on the unit. And it triggered all sorts of lovely things, because Will and Bayer were in over the Christmas period, and we have a team meeting every morning with all the consultants, the whole team. And after working with these guys, the therapy team went rogue at one of these meetings and brought in carols for the team to sing, and that's how we started the day, a bit like how this conference was started. And we even got the consultants singing, which was hilarious, and just raised the energy in the room immediately. So they had a huge impact on our team.
Yeah, beautiful. And I just wonder, I'm going to hand it over to you just to finish, because you didn't know that. No. Yeah, so how does it impact you to know that we talked about this yesterday, how what we do ripples out, and maybe we don't always know it. How does it feel to feel the way you've impacted the team there?
I think we were beautifully surprised. That was, for us, just such an illustration of the power of music. You know, we talk about music is powerful, music is power. That was it. That was literally the force of our own just very individual and personal intention to be with our daughter, with songs and sounds, becoming maybe even a practice that the whole unit might come and take on board for their future work and approaches. And that's just absolutely beautiful. And we're here, you know, about arts and health. That is just the perfect illustration of how that could look like in real life. And the benefits of them, of this is just, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's so beautiful to hear that back, and sort of going back to the hospital for this project and having these conversations with you, Amanda, and other people about the importance of these creative practices in health, not as being a separate or add-on thing, but being something that can be integrated with some quite small things, but that can have such a huge positive effect and ripple effect. You know, had that family integrated approach not been something that we took for granted in our NICU journey, then I don't know what would have happened, and we wouldn't be sitting here for sure, and I don't think the health of our family would have been so, would be so. So it's great to have that conversation, a bit like the initial talk about how those creative things, music, art, and creative practices can be an integral part of that health journey.
Beautiful, thank you all. I'm going to close it there. Thank you for joining us, Amanda, and thank you both for travelling from Brighton to be here with us, so I really appreciate that. We're going to go to a break now, and we're only 3 minutes over. That's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good. So you can be 3 minutes late to your breakout rooms. Thanks very much.